Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tech Talk. This is going to be kidOYO's podcast style segment, and I just need to take the opportunity to distinguish this now. It is Tech Talk, not TikTok. I made that name before ever saying it out loud, and I regret doing so, but it was too late. So that's what we're sticking with. So today we have a topic that we're going to be going over, and that is regarding Windows 11. So I have a few people here with me today. I have mentor Jinx. In addition to Jinx, I have three student mentors with us. I have Zekram. Would you like to say hi?
Hello, everybody.
I have Zach.
Hi.
And Xander.
Hello.
And I'm gonna give Jinx the opportunity to say hi as well. Would you like to say hi, Jinx?
Hello, I'm Mentor Jinx.
There we go. So today we're going to talk about Windows 11. So has anybody gotten to try Windows 11 yet?
I don't think any of us are Linus tech tips.
Exactly. No one's gotten to try it yet. We've just gotten to see what people say about it. So what do we think? Is anyone excited about it?
I'm pretty excited.
Other companies keep on trying to make themselves like Apple when all of Apple's products are like the worst.
I think we'd have some contention there, but I personally have an iPhone and a PC myself. I don't like an Android's phone, but maybe Windows is promising that with the coming of Windows 11, maybe it'll make Android a little bit more less torturous to use. I don't know.
Android is not torturous to use. Slander.
I disagree.
Slander.
Getting rid of pre-installed Skype, that's all I care about.
They're getting rid of pre-installed Skype. What are they replacing it with?
They're not, which is great.
I don't know about that.
They're probably going to include something worse than Skype, knowing Microsoft.
True.
From what I understand, they are including Teams by default.
What is Teams?
What is Teams?
It's like Microsoft's Zoom.
It's like Microsoft's Zoom, or what if Microsoft had FaceTime? Like, I think maybe that's what they're going after, and just trying to like marry that with better Android support, like the ease of having FaceTime on your phone and having that built into Windows. But I don't know. I have FaceTime and I almost never use it.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and it does show like features that it will have as Teams is on there. So no.
But I think we should look at one of the most notable differences. That is this crazy new logo. It's so different.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the logo is not like
God.
a world of difference, but
They've made it even more generic. How is this possible?
I can't say I mind when there's subtle differences in logos. I never look for them, but it's a little... Yeah, I don't know if they made it more interesting. I think they're going for like a clean aesthetic for Windows 11. I mean, I guess they always are, but I don't know if this
I want to go back to the days when operating systems all look like garbage.
Well, we haven't gotten to test this yet, so maybe that's the case. So I don't know about you guys, but I've always noticed that with Windows 11, it kind of follows... with Windows, it kind of follows the format of like a good operating system followed by a bad operating system. So if we go back to like somewhere like Windows XP, there are still people today who use Windows XP just because they have software that works with it, and it was a functioning operating system. Then they came out with Windows Vista, and Windows Vista,
ME.
Windows Vista was terrible. After that, they came out with Windows 7, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Then they came out with Windows 8 and confused everyone with like those dashboards. And then they came out with Windows 10. So I don't know. Is Windows 11 going to follow that format? Do we need to wait for Windows 12, or maybe I don't know what kind of naming convention maybe they'll just start skipping things, just like Apple. By the way, if you hear any background noise, the thunder and lightning here is crazy. I'm kind of hoping I don't lose power, but it is just like a fireworks display right now. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it's a little rainy out for me, but no lightning.
It was like that for me like maybe an hour ago, but not anymore.
Yeah, I had some earlier.
Well, it may be coming soon. All right, so who has any details they want to talk about specifically?
Snipping tool being changed to snip and sketch. Very unhappy.
You're unhappy about losing the snipping tool?
Yeah, so I have looked into snip and sketch, and while snip and sketch is basically the same thing, the ancient snipping tool UI is very familiar, and I will be sad to see it gone.
It's like the difference between Paint and Paint 3D.
Yes.
Like, I can't say I mind having the snipping tool on my computer, but I can say that since Snip and Sketch came around, I have not touched it. So for a while, I did have a Mac, and just taking screenshots on a Mac, be it like a specific area or the full screen, was always so easy. And then I went back to a PC, and I was so frustrated that I couldn't, like, I needed to open up an app and click on that. Like, now I can just like hit three keys on my keyboard, trace a square around something, it's copied to my clipboard, and I keep going. It's so much faster. I can't ever imagine going back to the snipping tool. Do you guys still use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it all the time.
Why not use Snip and Sketch?
I think part of it is because I didn't know Snip and Sketch existed.
Oh man, you need to get this. You need to get that shortcut set up on your computer and start using it, because I don't think you'll want to go. I don't think you'll miss the snipping tool.
Okay.
Can you directly copy images out of snipping tool? Because most of what I use snipping tool for is
automatically
like when I'm working on stuff for clients.
It automatically,
and send it to them.
When you snip something, it automatically puts it in your clipboard. So you can just snip something and then paste it immediately.
Well, that just seems like too streamlined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't like life being that easy. You need to have a challenge.
If life's that easy, like, have you ever seen the humans from WALL-E? Like,
I don't know if I was burning too many calories with using the snipping tool, but I guess you have a point.
No, you got like a whole 3 clicks per action there. If you're using Snip and Sketch, that's just 1 click.
Yeah, I can't imagine the muscular strain I was putting on myself every day, just moving my
losing
fingers
out
that
on like
extra amount.
5 whole calories burned there.
Maybe 0.5 perhaps.
So I think you can run Android on Windows 11. How do you guys feel about that? I think it's pretty cool that you could run like Android apps on it.
Yeah, I think like in theory it's cool. It seems like maybe really late to the game, but welcome. I think it comes down to how well will they do it? Because I think everyone wants to be able to more seamlessly go between their phone and their computer, setting aside all the privacy concerns that pops up. But to do so would be real nice. I don't have confidence that it's going to go well. I don't know. I'd like to be proven wrong, but
yeah, actually, speaking of privacy, you said I know they're for some reason no longer including Cortana in the first boot experience or the taskbar, which I am a big fan of because Cortana has been linked to some privacy concerns, and that seems to imply that it might be possible to completely disable. But we will see.
They just called it something else.
True.
They're like, we're gonna give her a new name, and now you won't know. Now you can't turn it off. I don't know.
Dude, I miss Windows 7 search so much. Like, I remember on my old Windows 7 computer when I could just search something and have it show up immediately, rather than Microsoft trying to spoon feed me advertised internet results.
speaking of which, the widgets, and that's you didn't speak of which, but I'll get to why I said that. How do you guys feel about the widgets?
I think they're kind
It's-
of copying Apple.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of copying the worst ideas they've had. Windows Vista, one of the big things is people had widgets, and it was a mess. People would have widgets all over their screens. I don't think it ran well. The widgets weren't useful. It was just a mess. And now they promise that it's going to be good this time because it uses AI. And I don't know about you, but anytime I hear AI, I think, okay, so targeted advertisements. You're gonna pin targeted advertisements in it somehow.
And they already basically do that with Windows 8.
Yeah.
So the good part about the widgets is the start menu is more clear. I mean, in Windows 10, they put widgets in the start menu, and the whole start menu is like a mess. If you want to click something, you have click a sub menu above another sub menu above another sub menu. But in Windows 11, the whole start menu is more clear. I mean, most people will say it's more like Mac, but I think it's a better user experience.
How about they
You
just
know
get
what?
rid of widgets altogether? That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's interesting. You say that, Jinx, and like I just realized like this is a picture of a start menu. Anytime I hit the start menu, like I am literally only looking at all of this stuff right now. I only ever used what was always on Windows from back in the 90s. I've never glanced at this ever. I don't know if they could make that useful. Maybe it's good. Will they? I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, I
Two
don't
different questions.
think I've ever intentionally clicked on a widget.
Yeah, never intentionally.
Maybe the weather widget is the most useful one.
Yeah, but I have a weather widget right now. I'm not showing that part of my screen, but like it just says as if I didn't know right now because it's torrential downpour by me. It says weather alert and raindrops in the bottom right-hand corner of my Windows 10 computer. And I didn't need, I don't know if you just heard that lightning that struck like down the street, but I didn't need Windows for that either. So what about its purported increased support for games? So I'll highlight that bullet point right here. It promises auto HDR and some direct storage that's supposed to make sure that gaming goes a little more smoothly, looks a little better. Anyone excited for that?
When I hear the words increased support for games, that makes me think they're going to shove the Windows Store in your face.
Maybe.
That's what
I don't
that
know,
phrase
but
screams to me.
I think they are talking about just higher quality and maybe better connectivity with Xbox, but I didn't read too much about how it relates to Xbox. Anybody else take a look at that?
I think that the auto HDR could be pretty cool because apparently it doesn't need like anything to be done from the developer or the player. It's just fully automatic to do it.
Yeah, I'm always for a better gaming experience because that's mainly what I use Windows for at this state.
For other stuff on a computer, are you using Linux?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think in Linux Tech Tips video, he made a snarky comment about how Windows is highlighting that it has snap layouts so that you can snap things to the left and right of your screen, and it's a brand new thing that has only existed in a bunch of operating systems and a bunch of different Linux distros. So,
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's good that Windows has it. But that said, I don't know about you, but I've always had it on Windows. I mean, I guess you have more control, but I just use my trackpad to snap things left and right. I'm not going to do it now because then it'll just disappear off the stream. But if they can make it better, I guess that's cool. But
Yeah, I'm not even really sure what what they were getting at there, because I think I've always been able to do that on Windows.
Yeah. And in fact, that's what I was always frustrated about back when this is years ago, but back when I had a Mac, I couldn't snap windows to the left and right. I'm like, this is silly. Why don't you have this?
Anybody like that TMP requirements?
Which requirement?
TMP, Trusted Platform Module. You need to have TMP 2.0 to install Windows 11.
So I saw a lot of controversy surrounding that. So I'm not extremely familiar with TMP, but all I know is that a lot of people immediately made tools to get around that requirement because it was for some reason a problem for a lot of people. If anyone knows more than
if your computer is manufactured before 2016, most likely you don't have that TPM 2.0, and you cannot install Windows 11. But I heard somebody can use software to simulate that part to bypass the requirement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I also found it kind of weird if that is like the sort of the bottleneck having TPM. I find it weird that it supports like 4 gigs. Like I don't think I've heard of a laptop or computer coming out with 4 gigs of RAM within the past couple of years. So
Yeah.
like those don't really mix.
I mean, theoretically, it could happen.
It could, but
a lot of people complaining about that part. Maybe Microsoft will change that requirement. And I think the most important reason is if you have TPM 1.2, you are running some very outdated secure algorithms like SHA-1, which is not recommended 10 years ago. Yeah, that's the reason.
All right. So this is our first segment. We have a bunch of things we're going to talk about in the future. I know Jinx wants to talk about Python, the new Python. What is it? 3.9, correct?
3.10, which will release this October.
3.10. We'll talk about that. We're going to have episodes where we talk about building our experiences with building our own computers. Various things happening in tech news. So hopefully we'll have some fancier backgrounds in the future, but make sure to stick around for Mentor Mike's game review. We have one more mentor lesson, and then we'll be releasing the Game Jam theme for this week's Game Jam. And once again, everyone can participate in this as long as you have a kidOYO passport, and you can submit on the wall. We'll have challenges, we'll have badges, and we'll also be featuring the tournament that the student mentors are going to be competing in. So that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching this segment. Mentor Mike's game review will come on soon.